With 152 days to go, Harrods today, on Friday the 26th of July, has opened its Christmas decorations, and we're here. So join us as we bring you Harrods 2024 Christmas. He's right. And you know what? Before the keyboard warriors hit, yes, I know it's the end of July, but Harrods always likes to go early. Now, I've realised what I've never done before is give you an overview of the Christmas departments. So this year in our different Christmas videos, as the different department stores launch their Christmas decorations, we're going to take you around so you get a feel for how big the Christmas departments are. And you'll be quite surprised because some of them are very, very small, but it's incredible what they stock. So let's start off by showing you around the Christmas department here in the basement at Harrods. So that was the main area with the Christmas baubles and all of the different themed decorations. And then in here you've got more decorations, but they're more themed around, well, this year's teddy bear. And there he is. We'll tell you and we'll introduce you to him a little bit later in the video. Now we start off with some of these, and some of these are MacKenzie Childs decorations. And if you've got a tree that fits that bauble, wow, have you got a big house? Anyway, this Father Christmas with his reindeer will set you back a mere £750. But then again, it is MacKenzie Childs, and I know so many of you out there love them. But the great news is this year, unlike we had a couple of years ago, there were teapots on trees. We haven't got any of that this year. This year's decorations are very tastefully done. I hope you'll agree by the end of it. But anyway, there's a great selection. I'm really looking forward to you bringing these to you during the course of the video. And how about that one? Yeah, a snow globe there on the sleigh with his reindeer. And I must admit, I don't feel a great fan of this massive reindeer sort of in a laid-back situation with his suit on. Anyway, all things to all people, and I know someone out there is going to like that, so there you go, and I'm going to get told off in the comments down below. Now, it's worth pointing out all of this is set up in a pristine condition, and the reason for that is literally we were there within the first 5 minutes of Harrods opening and starting their Christmas display. So, like every year, Harrods has set it all up into different sections, so they've got different themes. As you can see, this is called Garden Party. Yeah, I'll let you figure out why they've called it that, but you've got various things, including some of the food items, which also always go down so well, handbags, and you've got a whole selection here. Now, price-wise, a lot of these items vary in price, anything from £15 per item, well, right up until massive amounts, especially for some of the more delicate decorations. But these ones here, you're looking anywhere from £15 to about £25 each decoration. So you've got quite an eclectic selection there, from hedgehog champagne bottles and also for cocktails. And also, if you just can't get enough of Wimbledon, there you go, you've got your tennis ball, pineapples, and a sort of a blancmange there, and a nice pink cup. But anyway, it's all under the Garden Party range, and if you've smashed avocado and that's one of your favourite snacks of choice, you could even hang it from your Christmas tree. Although, I wouldn't suggest the real thing, it'd be horrible by the time you get anywhere near Christmas. Something that you'll notice certainly this year at Harrods, the Nutcrackers are back, and they have one big selection of different types of nutcrackers. So if that's your sort of thing, then, well, this Christmas decorations at Harrods might be for you. And it'll be interesting to see if the other retailers go the same way, and we'll talk more about them a little bit later in this video. So to help you choose your decorations, you can see them sitting on one of their artificial trees. Can you imagine if it was real? It'd be dead before September. Anyway, so they're sitting on the artificial tree, so you can see your decoration of choice just sitting there and think, that would look fantastic on mine. So you can see with each of the different types of themes that they've got, you've got a tree set up for it as well, and we'll bring you that during the course of the video. And I wanted to point out to you the tennis balls, because I wouldn't want anyone coming in here serving and having a nasty accident with glass all over the basement Christmas decoration department. Right, you can also get your tree from Harrods as well, and if you look closely you can see the prices on it. There you go, for that one pre-lit at nearly £1,500. Yeah, I'll leave you to decide if this is a tree of your choice and where else you might get it from. But it might give you ideas for the type of tree that you want for this Christmas before you hit something like eBay, Amazon, or other retailers are available out there. So something that's slightly different this year to previous years. In previous years there's been lots and lots of different themes, and you sort of dart here, dart there, and things are all over the place. This year they've kept it to, well, about half a dozen themes, and you can then select your items from there, which actually just makes it a little bit easier, so you're not sort of darting all over and think, hang on a second, have I seen something like that with a slightly different twist somewhere else? So really like the way they've done the decorations this year at Harrods. Also, I would also say that the setup that they've done this year with the LED lights, which you would have seen on the walkthrough just now, and you'll see those a little bit later as well, also really adds to it. So it gives it a really great sort of Christmassy feel without being too glitzy and too glamoury, especially when you're opening in the middle of July. I'd also say in the previous years that the displays have been all over the place. So they've been sticking out from here, there, they've had little stalls in places, they've had little market stalls where the decorations are on there, and they sort of be all higgledy-piggledy and all over the Christmas department. Whereas this year feels a lot neater, a lot cleaner, a lot easier to get around, and a lot easier to see the decorations that you might want. Anyway, that's just my view, and I have no marketing experience whatsoever, as you can probably tell from the videos. So as it's called Balmoral Bash, I wonder how many of these King Charles has got on his Christmas tree ready for Balmoral this year, or Sandringham, or wherever he decides to go. And do you fancy a stocking like that? Yeah, that's very poshly done, and love the embroidery on it. So as we swoop round the Christmas department, it just gives you an idea of how well it's been put together. There you go, there's those LED lights that I was talking a little bit about earlier. Plus you've got lots of different wreaths hanging from the walls as well, so you can order those well in advance. And if you like a look at those, and also the Miniaturist collection, don't worry, we'll be back here very shortly. There's quite a few items in this collection, and also you've got this China collection as well if it takes your fancy. Now this collection at the end here by Halcyon Days is quite interesting, because quite often you will see these repeated both in Selfridges and also at Fortnum and Mason, so it'll be interesting to see if we see those again later in the season. So one thing I'm going to say now, because someone is bound to comment, and we get loads and loads of comments on these videos each year, I would love to slow down and show you each individual bauble bit by bit. But if I do that, the video is going to be about 2 hours long. So whatever you do, use the pause button if you see something that you like the look of. Keep coming back time and time again and going back through. And I'll tell you what, every time you do, you'll find there's something different, especially when you're looking at the trees like this, because there are just so many different things on there. So use that pause button, and then you can focus it in on the decorations that you love. But what will also be really good to know is which are your favourite decorations. So just keep a track, and do let us know at the end when you've watched the video in the comments down below which were your favourite decorations they've got here at Harrods. And when you look at the tree, you just can't believe how many decorations they've managed to cram on here. And then around the foot of all of the trees on display, you've got these boxes of baubles, so if you see something that really takes your fancy, you can grab them here. Now, one of the questions I often get asked is, why do Harrods go so early with their Christmas decorations? Well, if you think about it, how many people come to London during the summer months, come and visit? Well, they also come to Harrods because, of course, Harrods is a major attraction for anyone coming to London. Just to say you've been there and get a little green bag and take away. But of course, if you've got the Christmas decorations up, you never know what they're going to grab. So Harrods goes early every single year just to make sure it captures those people just purely coming for summer visits. So we go from the Balmoral Bash, and believe you me, that's not easy to say, and we're nowhere near Christmas at the moment, so it's going to get more difficult. So we go then to this tree, and this tree has got the Miniaturist Theme. And if you love your tassels and your mini teapots, etc., then this is going to be the collection for you. Certainly here you've got a very, very decorated collection. Just look at some of the details that you've got on these baubles just around the bottom here. And once again, the prices really do vary, anything from about £15 to £25 each. So if this is for you, we're now going to have a closer look at this collection. Really hope you're enjoying the video so far and some of the decorations that we've shown you, and so many more to come. And if you are, go on, do us a favour, hit that thumbs up button for us. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you need to, because if you love Christmas and you love Christmas in London, we're going to have so many things to show you between now and the end of the year. And we go darting right across London to bring you the best Christmas decorations. And if they're anything like they have been in previous years, they're going to be something spectacular you'll want to see. So go on, hit that subscribe button. So the selection is here on the table. It's also hanging up as well, and we're going to show you those in just one second. But just look at all of these bowls of different baubles that you can get. And if tassels are your thing that you want to hang from your tree, because let's face it, you can't hang them on your curtains anymore because it doesn't look so fashionable, here they are in their entirety, so you can select your different colour here. And if metal spheres are your thing, why not hang them from your tree? Mind you, they were quite heavy, and the small ones were at £25 each. Right, let's go and have a look at the collection here on the wall. So what I love over here on the left hand side is you've got your cut crystal up at a certain height, so it can't be sort of knocked or played with by different individuals. Can you imagine the chaos that there would be? So you've got Waterford crystal there you go, you've got your Wedgwood here, and then you've got more porcelain baubles down below. Yeah, that's a little bit low for me. You can imagine there's going to be carnage at some point. Anyway, more tassels if you want those, and you've got a complete selection here from streetlights to dressers and all different sorts of decorations, including a mini teacup and also a luggage trolley. This is the thing I love about Christmas decorations. It doesn't matter what type you've got, they're gonna sell, and there's obviously a demand out there for them. Somewhere. So whilst Harrods have definitely gone early this year, we will be coming back because they always have spectacular lights on the outside of Harrods each year. Although last year with the scaffolding up they didn't get the chance, but now the scaffolding has gone and they've got a new LED light system. This year promises to be fantastic, so we'll wait and see when they're switched on. Normally it's around the middle of November, and when we come back we'll also go and have a look at the festive food that they've got on offer as well within the different food departments here at Harrods. Always something spectacular. Now, if you're looking at these things thinking, wow, do you know what, I'd love to go and buy some of those, but unfortunately I'm not going to London between now and Christmas, then go to harrods.com. If you go to harrods.com, you'll find there's a selection of these items online, and I would suggest get on there sooner rather than later, because you won't believe it, but they have a limited supply that's on there, and it goes very, very quickly. So it's harrods.com. That's where you need to go if you want to buy some of this stuff online. Now this is the bit that gets everyone every single year on this video. This year's Christmas bear is Noah, and as you can see he's got his Harrods 2024 embroidered on his paw, and he's got his little jumper as well. I dare say he'll be making appearances on this channel between now and Christmas. Let's do it, let's go for another theme. Welcome to Festive Folk, and this is a very colourful collection. I must admit, when I first saw these were a very eclectic bunch of colours, and thinking, hang on a second, how do these actually go together? But what you'll see in a second on the tree, so they've got them all decorated on, it comes together beautifully. Although I must admit, when you look at this, you think, how the heck does that all go together? But you'll see it on the tree in a tick, don't worry. It'll all come together rather beautifully. But in the meantime, just have a look at some of these beautiful decorations on their own. So, as with every year, Harrods has definitely gone first this year with the Christmas decorations. And hopefully we'll find out soon when the others go as well. So every year we like to cover the Harrods Christmas decorations. We also like to cover Liberty, Selfridges, John Lewis, and also Fortnum and Mason. And Fortnum and Mason's decorations are always very, very beautiful. And we'll see what theme they have this year. Now, if you've got any suggestions about other places you'd like us to cover for their Christmas decorations, just let me know in the comments down below. And let's see if we can fit that in. Also, not only will we be covering Christmas decorations, we'll be covering the Christmas lights as they're turned on around London as well, which normally happens from the beginning of November. And who knows, maybe this year we'll get another live stream in, because for the last few years it's been down at Carnaby Street. So we're going to go from the collections on the shelves and some very expensive Alice Mary Lynch at the end here to the Christmas tree with this theme on it. And there it is, and as you can see, the colours blend rather lovely together. Well, at least I think so. And do you know what? It just goes really, really well with the LED lights as well. And once you get to the bottom, you've got another great selection of baubles around the bottom as well. Now, the question I've got to pose to you is, do you stuff your Christmas tree as full as Harrods do? Because I must admit, we can see branches on ours, and I might have to have a word at home and see if we can actually stuff ours even more, because I didn't realise how much you could actually fit onto a tree. And by the way, you can buy this Christmas tree for £1,119 if you fancy it. And I think it's a 7.5 foot Norway spruce. Well, it's an artificial one. But that does not include any of the Christmas decorations, which is something that Selfridges do every year. You can buy the tree with all of the decorations on them. Anyway, we'll come back to that in a minute. But have a look at this and look at how delicate this is. But for that price, it should be. Hopefully it's made out of gold. Yes, £3,200. You're not misreading. That's for that decoration. Oh, go on, let's blow the budget. Let's have 4 of them. One thing I really want to catch this year is the way that the decorations have been put together. I'm very conscious in previous years we really have focused on the decorations, which everyone loves to see, but also it's the setting and how they've actually been done as well. Right, let's go to our next one, Wildside. And as you can guess, yeah, it's all wildlife. Now, every year we see in the different places, they have the different wildlife collections. Also, they have the different food collections. And I know many of you who watch this channel have your own trees set up for those. But I still scratch my head. Who's going to put a beetle or a snake on a Christmas tree? Anyway, if you want a collection, there you go. You've got some lions and rhinos in there. And you've got some very nicely coloured. I must admit, I do like that sort of sunset bauble that you've got there. And also that bird is rather nice and goes with it as well. Maybe I've been doing this too long and then starting to convert. And here with our final part of the collection of the Wildside theme, we have some more different types of animals and baubles, and then a nice big camera to photograph it all with. Right, I said this year they've gone back to the Nutcracker Soldiers, and how about this, just for a selection? And also, I tell you what I'd noticed this year, there weren't that many snow globes. No, they're sort of missing in action, and you know I like a good snow globe. Anyway, if you like your Diet Coke and your Coca-Cola, yeah, they've got those there, and we'll be showing you some more of those themed in just 1 second. And have a look at this Nutcracker, which is just coming up at the bottom here. It's an Advent one. Now, it's got little trays for every day of Advent. Yeah, that might be something. Right, if you want to get your letters in quick, because I can guarantee that the vowels will definitely disappear and you'll just be left with the Zs. And then, as I said, right, here we go. We've got the Coca-Cola, yes, the famed Coca-Cola themed decorations on here, and a couple of more nutcrackers, but here you go. If you want the bigger ones, then you've got them up here as well. So this is all part of the Festive Favourites collection, and I must admit I was really taken with that. The Father Christmas with the reindeer going across, that was just absolutely fantastic. And then if you're looking for your London themed ones, here they all are: Big Ben, taxis, state coaches, all sorts of stuff, post boxes, buses, the London Eye, you name it, they've got it. So if you want something London orientated, then definitely Harrods collection has got them in this year. And then of course you've got your royalty collection, which you've got here as well, and then you've got the soft plush ones, and I might be getting some of those for prizes later this year. And there you go, if you want your food ones, if you want your egg and bacon, yeah, and believe it or not, that's a frying pan, that black one behind the price label there, and you've got fries as well, so you've got your food collection in here, all part of your Festive Favourites. So if you come into Harrods and you're looking at the Christmas decorations, you've got to pop next door to the gift shop, because that is where all of this is. And here you have a Noah-inspired themed area. So you can have crackers with Noah on it, or alternatively you can have a Noah bauble, or you can have baubles with Noah printed on them. Hey, we haven't got anywhere near what else they've got. You can have a Noah themed snow globe that's there, yeah, so if you fancy something like that. I must admit I was rather taken with that one, sort of porcelain with Noah sitting on it. I know what you lot are like. I can imagine you tapping away now going, yeah, I want some of those Noah ones. And then when you go next to it, you've got some mini snow globes as well with a Noah, and I just had to give it a go. Yeah, here we go, as demonstrated. Bing! There you go, and they work too. So these miniature snow globes will cost you £15. There you go. I don't know, it feels like you're at a gig, don't you, with all of the merch. But anyway, not only have you got all the baubles, how about a Noah-inspired bag? You can go small, medium or large. There you go, you've got some more crackers up there as well. But how about these bags as well? Plus you've also got some little soft toys which you can hang from your tree as well. So if Noah is your thing this year, then you certainly want to come to here. Or alternatively, go online to harrods.com. You might want to get in there quite quick. I've got a funny feeling these are going to go very quickly. Now, just around the corner here, you've got baby-inspired Christmas decorations, all in the blue and pink, and some neutral ones as well. These are absolutely ideal for a baby's first Christmas. And I must admit, over previous years, I don't remember seeing anything like those before. Anyway, we move on from that to Harrods decorated baubles, and also into large gatos. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where the relevance of all that kicks in and why they've got them sitting next to each other. But anyway, there you go. You can have those if you like. And also, they almost look like macaroons hanging there with Harrods written on them. I don't know if they're going into competition with Fortnum & Mason, but we'll find out when we do Fortnum & Mason at another time. Okay, sticking in the gift shop and going just around the corner, you can get these Christmas ideas as well. So you've got some more Harrods sort of crystal baubles that are there, come with their own hangers as well, which is great. And then you've got such things as Harrods gingerbread men, and various other bits and pieces you can put on your tree. Any of these take your fancy? Well, let us know. And also, you've got Harrods inspired sardine cans. Yeah, don't ask me, I'm just here filming, okay? And here are the sardines, all sandwiched comfy and cosy in their tin. And how about this little plate of mince pies? I thought that was great, and the detailing on that was quite something. Right, if you want a souvenir, there you go. Got some Harrods bags that might give you an idea for Christmas gifts. And you've got some Harrods inspired crackers with the Harrods building on them. By the way, I had a look at these. There's 6 of them on there. They've got little silver toys in there. They're £60 for 6. So that's £10 a bang. Yeah, £10 per cracker. Now, with the decorations in this section, you could well imagine people coming to London, coming to Harrods for the first time, or just paying a visit during the summer and actually grabbing these and wanting these to go on their trees. There you go, you've got the Harrods shopping bag. I rather like that, actually, sort of a bell, and inside that, the little clanger in it is a little shopping bag. And how about that? That's a rather nice little star. Very tastefully done. Well done, Harrods. Well, we are in Harrods, aren't we? And there you go, you can hang your own nutcracker from the tree as well, and little teddy bears. So if you fancy mixing up the themes and going a bit Harrods but also going a bit London-y as well, you've got all of this to choose from. There you go. You can have your own glittery telephone box to hang on your tree, some Harrods bears as well, your own stagecoach. And how about sticking your own Buckingham Palace on your tree? Wow, what a size of a tree that would be. Or you could just stick one of those. And that is rather tasteful as well. Some of the iconic places in London. There you go, another one with Buckingham Palace and also with the Harrods building on there. Now, if you want more food, you can have your own caviar hanging from there. I can tell you it is plastic resin, so it's not going to start smelling. It's not the real thing. Champagne on ice. How about your own avocado? I don't know why they put an avocado on there, but you can have your own avocado, and also more fruit selection is available as well. So if you fancy having more food on there, how about your own tea trolley with sandwiches? You've got your Christmas pud. How about a bar of chocolate with Harrods written on it? Yeah, mushroom, and yeah, there you go. More bits and pieces there. So quite a selection. There you go, a bit more fruit as well, just to finish it off. And there you go, and a nice bunch of grapes as well. So they were the Christmas decorations of 2024 at Harrods. What did you think? Do let us know in the comments down below. And yes, I know it's July, but Harrods always likes to go early. And do you know what? For me, this year, they haven't disappointed. Anyway, if you want to compare what they were like last year with this year, I'll put a link to that video up in the top right-hand corner. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon. More Christmas stuff to come as soon as it's released across London. Looking forward to the festive season 2024. Sorry, you say what? It's still summer? Makes no difference here. Catch you soon.